right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Loggin TV, and let's get started. We've got an Asher knife to review. This one comes by way of Justin at Asher Knives, who sent it to Kevin at Lefty EDC, who sends it through the Lefty Pass-Around group, as I like to call it. And Kevin was gracious enough to add me, and so I have this Asher, and we'll also take a look at another Asher just for comparison's sake. Oh, that was quick. So this is the Asher Douglas. This guy's not even listed on Asher's website yet, but it is coming soon. I'm told in July. This is some, oh, by the way, this is made by Kunwu. He's trying out Kunwu as a new OEM, and you've got this great, what I think is canvas micarta, and it is contoured scales, as you can see, very good contoured chamfered. Got a chamfer here at the lock bar, really, really nice, and this is pretty grippy, as you can see. You do have black hardware and a black loop over style steel pocket clip. A little tiny bit left over, but not much, and it is left and right swappable. With a awesome filler plate that's nice and pretty much flush. You can catch it a little bit. And then you've got a flat, obviously cut into the scales pocket clip with flat screws. Are you kidding? It's a great pocket clip. Good retention, good in and out of the pocket. Really, really nicely done. And there you get an end look at the micarta. Very nicely done. Good, good, good. All right, so we flick that sucker open and you look at this really great looking clip point blade with that swedging. You have a fuller fuller down the length of the blade, but first you have thumb studs here. You got the Asher Knives logo there on the side of the blade, and you got S35 of VN there. Boy, I've been cutting something and I left it nasty, so give me just, look at that. This has been a bad habit. I've been cutting a lot of stuff, and I should not leave that gross right before a review. So, and by the way, if you don't have any of these Jack Wolf, you need to buy a Jack Wolf knife just to get one of these great big cloths. There you go. So this is awesome. You've got this beautiful stonewash blade, those great milled looking thumb studs, and that flipper tab, fuller. Why did I say flipper tab? There is no flipper tab. You do have a nice sharpening choil, and the plunge looks to me, boy, I don't know. There is still a little bit there. I don't see a smile, so I do think it ends before there. I think you're fine. Great looking stonewash. Look at that. Wow. Really, really nice looking, and this micarta is really nice as well. Now, let's talk action real quick. You can easily flick it, middle finger flick it with the thumb studs. You can middle finger flick it with the fuller. You can thumb flick it with the thumb studs. I'm not able, some people probably can. I'm not able to thumb flick it with the fuller. Let me just try. I can, look at that. Now you've got great access to the lock bar. I don't really care for the jimping or scalloping on the lock bars, but this is not sharp, so it's not a big deal. It does drop right to your thumb, and then one shake gets it home. This is riding on, well, I say it's riding on bearings, but there's not enough room. Again, I don't have specs on this yet because he just doesn't have it listed on his website. Let's just take a look with Mr. Flashlight here. Boy, I just don't see enough room. I'm 90% sure it's bearings, but if it is, there's not, well, yeah, see there, you can kind of see. Yeah, I think it's bearings. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm going to say bearings, but he may come back and tell me I'm completely incorrect. So we're going to go with bearings, but again, that looks, okay, hold on. Maybe I can see it this way. Let's just try. Okay, yes, bearings. All right, so really, really cool knife. Again, don't mind the billboarding so bad. I wish that was a little bit smaller, but that's it. But again, great chamfering here. That contour on the scales, just feels great in the hands, really nice. Your jimping is back here, but if you want to come up, it is chamfered and rounded well and feels fine out here. So it's okay. The jimping doesn't serve a lot of purpose unless you're way back here, but you can do that to bear down. Again, feels good in the hand. The pocket clip, you do feel it, but it's not like a hot spot for me. All right, lock up. Okay, so I feel the slightest little bit of wiggle. And I don't know, I mean, like, I only really feel it when I've got, like, my thumb, my finger here is actually on the lock bar. And then I can just barely feel it, hardly anything side to side. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit there. You can hear it? Up and down as well. So there is a little bit there. Again, it's not coming unlocked. You got 25 or so on the lock bar. But, maybe just, again, this is a pass around. Maybe this has been around to a bunch of reviewers, so maybe just a little tweak of the pivot would fix that. I bet you it would. Again, the action is unbelievably good. The detent is great. Let's see here. Yeah, really good. Now, I was cutting some stuff with this earlier. Let's just do one little run on a piece of cardboard here. I did some of this earlier. I mean, it's just butter. This thing, as you can see, the stock is really thin. Let's see, where is I don't like to do this stuff on camera, but I feel the need for calipers. Because I don't have specs. If I did, I would not do this. So let's turn it on, zero it out, and it's on inches. So let's see what we get here. Wow. Seriously? Okay. I got when I relax there. So we're going to say 0.09 in millimeters, 2.4. I mean, this is ludicrously thin. This is super, super thin. I hope I'm doing that right. I am not. You guys should not take this from me because I'm a knucklehead, but let's just try it one more time. Make sure I'm flat and not in that fuller. Yeah, 0.09. That's crazy. Very, very nicely done, Mr. Justin over there. That is a thin, slicey blade, which explains why it's just annihilating paper and cardboard. I opened some stuff with it. I cut some cardboard. I did a little bit of everything, and it worked really well. Now, let's put this here and move this box. And let's put our friend Mr. Hole Spiro out here. So this is the Asher Hole, Holy Spiro, as people are calling it. It's the full titanium Spiro with the hole. They are pretty much the same. The Douglas may be slightly, just fraction longer in the blade and in the handle, just ever so much. All right, let's do this since I don't have specs. Here we are. So we're going to hold this up and we're going to try to do this and not cut myself. All right, we're going to call it 7.5 long. We're going to call the blade eyeballs probably 3.3. I would call it with like a 3 1/8 cutting edge. And the handle is just, let's see, 4 1/8, like just over 4 inches. And again, I have plenty of room here, as you can see. Really, really good. Okay, comparisons. I've been trying to be better about this because so many of you love this stuff. There is the Rat 2 from Ontario Knives, and there is the Rat 1. So you can see it's fairly close. It's a little longer in the blade and a little longer in the handle than this Rat 2, and the Rat 1 is a lot bigger. So there you go. Really, like I said, guys, not a whole lot to not like on this one. This is a phenomenal knife. These are good. Well, got cut off again. This is like, I've been recording several reviews today, and it's like the third time it's just cut off for no apparent reason. One time I did it by myself. The other two were random. But what I was saying is, this one's going to run somewhere in the $95 range is what Justin is shooting for, but he wasn't sure at the time he sent it to me. So we shall see, guys. But either way, this is a pretty phenomenal knife. for that price with S35 VN steel. Great micarta. Yeah, Justin's just a great dude, and he's going to stand behind the knife if you have a problem with it. So super, super awesome. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Lefty. Pass Around Group. And guys, appreciate you so much. Please give me a thumbs up and a comment down below. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.